So I'm gonna press it into my hands and then just hold it over her nose. So I'm gonna have her take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, and then just repeat 2 more times.
You better not.
And I'm actually gonna press it straight into her skin. It smells
Well, this
really
breaks down people who have acne on the skin.
No, just the clearing additive. It'll be fine. So I'm gonna get my 2 pumps and then I'm going to apply with a spreading motion. So our spreading motion, instead of starting here, we'll start on her arms.
You're laughing at my face.
No.
So then we're gonna go into like our actual spreading. So we're gonna go down, spread across, down the arms. You can go up the back, and then circle around to the front. Just like you do in your facial, but slower, a little bit more steady.
Can you do the motion that you did on her nose one more time whenever you went around the first time?
I'm gonna move into doing about 7 minutes, which is a lot of from here down massage. So you can really do anything that feels good. There's no protocol, just good deep circles. Working people like right up in the armpits feels good because we hold a lot of tension right here especially. So you can work in these areas, move down the arms. I can feel she has some good knots on this side. So we can roll down through those. And I'm going to move into one final spread to transition to the part of the massage where we're working on the face.
Lymphatic drainage.
I can hear my seat creaking while I move.
That's why you need music, huh? Have you ever had someone tell you they don't like the music that you're playing?
Oh yeah, but
Like, can you change the music?
so we're gonna temple circle her, and then as we're circling, you can start to tilt their head. We're gonna start on the right side and move down, doing some lymphatic drainage. So the motion is actually, you can hold your hand on this side while you're doing it, and you just circle down. Like, imagine that you're pushing the lymph from the face down to the lymph nodes behind the ears.
But not too hard, right? 'Cause
Not
that's
too much
muscle.
pressure, but it's still good firm pressure. Like, it's not crazy.
I was like, I need you to do it on my arm later, so no.
So then here, I'm gonna be pushing towards her arm. So your goal with the pressure is to push and then release a little bit in your circle, and the pushing is always towards the armpit. And then we're gonna turn her head to the side. So I have my hand on her head so I can push her. And I'm gonna begin stroking just like you guys do on the outside of the cheek from the arm up to the jaw. And you do that 6 times. And then when I get up here, this hand comes around, and then we temple circle. And I begin to go down this side. And you're gonna do this 2 times with each hand.
We need adult supervision.
It's like, yeah,
Roll
the roll
pats.
pats in the forehead.
So now we go down, and we're gonna roll pat, just a really nice, slow, full roll pat.
I think roll pats are my most not favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
Some people
I
just,
like 'em.
Some people don't.
So from there, we're gonna do the chin pulls. So we're gonna grab the chin and you pull across the jawline. You do want good firm pressure here. And when you get to the ear, you grab onto the ear and you do a full ear massage.
What if they had
You can see. I take the whole ear, my fingers go behind it. I'm massaging the ear. I even stick my fingers inside of the ear and massage.
What if they have dirty ears?
Then clean their ears during your cleanse. And then I come down the front and then I pull off of the ear. So you pull it until it comes out of your hand. And then when it comes out of your hand, you pull your whole hand back around to go into the chin pool.
When I was little.
Okay, so the next step is lifting lip with your thumbs. So we're lifting, we're massaging around the outside of the lips.
So it's pretty much a lot more deep, thorough rather than the.
Yeah.
Because you're doing all the same things, just like slower and deeper. And
Yeah, it incorporates a lot of them, but at this point it's gonna change a little bit. So I go from there, and then I go into my full cheek palmar lifts. So my hands come together in the center and pull up, and I'm using the palm of my hand to lift.
That's good though, because you can.
And then I'm
really
gonna
get
do
into
some
each one.
temple frictions before I move into my butterfly. So I'm gonna go down to the center here, and my fingers lace just like I'm gonna do one of those palming lifts. And I'm going to lift my hands and pull them up until I touch her cheekbone. When I touch her cheekbone, I pause for just a second and place my thumbs on, or my palms on top of her forehead, and you lift and pull on the cheekbone, and then just keep dragging until your fingers pop off. It feels so good. And then
Really hard, like
Yeah, it's-
pressure-wise. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it's
doesn't
crazy.
look comfortable.
it is.
Okay.
Yeah, because your hands are slippery. So it slip right off.
That's true. Yeah, you're not-
So from here, all I do is turn my hands into each and pull down. And then you circle.
They have a small face.
I don't have long fingers.
Like small head too.
That's alright. You probably have really good
Yes,
strength in your fingers.
And they're chubby. I look like sausage fingers.
You do not. That's sausage.
I do.
Your thumb looks like a toe.
So we do 3 butterflies, and then we go in from the temple circles to the eye circles. So I'm gonna go around the eyes. I'm gonna stop here with my ring finger and apply pressure to this bone. And then continue all the way around. So I go up over the eyes, ring finger applies pressure in between the brow bone
It jumps on your face.
and around. A temple circle here, and then we're gonna go into the S's on the eyes. So I like to transition by going like this. I think it feels better. You don't have to. You can just stick your fingers over here, and you use your ring fingers to create little S's.
Is there a reason
Does it
why
have
you're
to be a
using
ring finger?
Thank you.
Yes, because
Because
you
they're
don't want to
most
put a bunch
gentle.
of pressure underneath the eye.
For wrinkles.
So now I'm going to 9 temple frictions.
You said 9?
Why 9?
I don't know, that's the number they gave us.
Oh.
9 is the magic number.
And then I'm gonna come around to one side here, and I'm gonna use my finger, my index finger and my middle finger to do the S's now on her forehead. And we're gonna go back and forth, I think 3 times, is that what it said?
Yes, 3 times.
Temple frictions again. Temple frictions will happen between every single section at this point. It's your resetting point, basically. So I'm doing my temple circles, and now we do the heel press, which she also made seem really kind of confusing. But basically, you start with either hand. It doesn't matter which one. The thing says start with your right hand. I can never remember what hand is my right hand, so I start with whatever hand I feel like.
I'm so happy you said that. 'cause
Yeah,
I'm
so
like,
you press the hand down by laying the heel onto the middle of the head. It doesn't matter which hand. And then you lift up the fingers and just flip around to the other side. That's all it is. And then you begin to stroke up, and you want to go like into the eyebrow and pull up their like eyebrow hairs so you get to the other side. And I'm going to lay that hand down
oh,
here. Lay that hand down. Flip over. Okay, so this is the last real step, is that forehead thing. So now we're going to say goodbye to the body.
The massage.
With the
massage.
And you're gonna stroke down and do one final spreading movement, like a really good slow one. And her arms and everything are still pretty slippery with that massage gel, so
so you.
I was about to ask, does it stay pretty slippery for the duration?
yeah, it feels good.
Even if you have a dehydrated client.
I don't know about dehydrated client, but her skin's doing okay with it.
Because I think
Is it okay to
you
just
used
add a
it
little
on
more?
me, and I soaked that up so quick. I was like, this feels a little rough.
You get half the bottle.
I know.
And then we're gonna.
Did you do that with steam? I'm sorry.
I wouldn't do it with steam. At that point, they've been over steamed. So there's one final butterfly. So I'm gonna do it nice and slow. The grand butterfly. And then the final step is to do some temple frictions. And with the temple frictions at the end, you keep going and you just lessen your pressure and lessen your pressure. And as you go, you get less and less and less. And you start to remove your fingers from the face, but slowly. So at every single turn, you get a little bit less pressure, a little bit less pressure. And then eventually you're just doing this next to the skin and let go.